Thanks, guys.
Let's ride. James 007 moving fake with precision. Chris in the cut, bring the word with the vision. I'ma stay solid, never folding in fear. Jay on the mic, make it crystal clear. Avery with the joy, Josh bring flame. Paul stay preaching, never shy the name. DJ roll on the ones and twos. When the beat drop heavy, watch the whole place move. Oh my God, peace. Yeah, he walk it out. When he speak truth, make the doubt fall out. Same old love, but the world gets changed. You get to running like boom, you get to running like boom, you get to running.
Hate speech, my goodness. That's a hate speech.
Yeah, we stand on truth. Eyes bring wisdom, Danny D bring proof. Scott stay steady, Albert stay real. The doctor bring healing, you can actually feel. Marcus on time, Nick stay ready. Darren with strength, God well stay steady. Rob bring heart, never move with faith. When the spirit say move, yeah we all obey. Figure snap, slide, step, holy groove. Old school love with a brand new move. This that faith, you can dance for freely, play your bad mode. You get to running like boom. You get to running like boom. You get to running like boom. You get to
Tap and share, guys.
Step in the door like you know you should. Different names, but one same call. One big love that covers us all. From every voice, from every blood, we lift this name out the whole cloud. Somebody say, somebody say, somebody say, if you got breath in your body, let me hear you say, this ain't hype, this a holy celebration. Faith in motion, generational elevation. From wherever you be, this joy don't fade, it set you free. We move together, no ego, no pride. Love in the rhythm, truth in the stride.
Tap and share, guys.
When the harmony rise, you can see God work right before your eyes. You get to running like boom, you get to running like boom, you get to running like boom, you get to running like boom,
So if you listen to this song, it's got all the names from the entire crew. Everyone that you know on that crew that we have on our other thing is included in that song. I took every name, put it together, and boom shakalaka, man.
I like it, bro. It had me, yo. I couldn't help it but sing to it, bro.
Yeah,
I was in.
yeah. That's right. So, guys, again, while we're just tapping and sharing, I'm going to play you one more song, and this is to do now with the topic of the day. The topic of the day, and this song talks about sleeping with children, slavery. It talks about everything, wanting to unalive yourself, the fakeness, the nonsense. Check this out.
let the record speak. Yeah. Read the sources, they don't want read aloud. Not insults, just history speaking now. A prophet married while a child was 6, consummated later. Facts don't mix with myths. If morality shifts with the man at the top, the truth ain't eternal, it bends when it's hot. Child marriage defended, excuse justified, but truth doesn't age, only error tries. Islam dies.
Without lies, Islam dies.
Let the truth arise. No fear, no force, no same prophet said he'd been bewitched. Couldn't tell what was real, admitted it. Same voice spoke of wanting death, standing on cliffs, wrestling with breath. If revelation comes through confusion and fear, ask yourself why God isn't clear. A messenger shaking, doubt in his mind. That's not light from heaven, that's mankind. No heads, no shields, no the sky. Pull the thread, watch the system fly. No heads, no shields, no the sky. Yeah. Multiple wives, power multiple. exceptions inside, text permitting, striking the woman you wed, then say peace. While the verse stays said, a book with verses lost, eaten, erased, yet called eternal, perfect unchained. If God preserved it, why gaps in the page? Truth doesn't vanish with time or age. Let the record speak, let the light decide. Truth stands firm, it don't need lies. Let the record speak, let the light decide. Truth stands firm, it don't need lies. This one said, come don't fear, didn't spread truth by blade or spear. No child brides, no forced belief, no contradictions underneath. The truth is said, I am the pain, not one of many lanes. God in flesh, not just a claim. Risen Lord, not buried in a grave. The same hate is truth in daylight. Teaching with patience, walking kids home right. Not fear, not threats, not chains, not cries. Just truth that walks beside your minds. James 07, license to teach, not to harm, but to help and reach. Open books, open roads, open eyes. Because the truth doesn't hide. Christ is risen, ever found. No force, no fear.
Yeah, I know, guys, that it's just, still in the making. I haven't, put them on to get the good bass and all that stuff. I haven't, done all the hard work. I just made them. So without lies, Islam dies. Talking about beating your wife, marrying a child, sleeping with them, and making it come from God. Saying that it comes from God at the same time is sick. So that's the topic for today. Topic is, would you want to be a Muslim after today's topic? So please, guys, we've got King Drake in the house. He can be the one that's going to ask the questions if he'd like. But here we go, guys. The topic is clear. Who wants to be a Muslim? Not who wants to be a millionaire. For those that remember the show, there was a TV show called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So what's up to everybody? I ain't saying the GM and the GA and the GE. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go what's up, so that I don't get my life flagged, even though I already got two hate speech, guys. This is supposed to be hate speech. So I'm just saying, this is just a topic. Who wants to be a millionaire? I mean, a Muslim. And we have to ask the Muslims, which one of these is haram or not allowed in Islam under normal circumstances? Because remember, under normal circumstances, there's three of these things not allowed. There's three of these things that are, one more hate speech, my mistake. Let me appeal this as well. Don't understand now, this is hate speech. Why is it hate speech? What did I say that's hate speech, guys? All of this is in the Quran. How is this hate speech? Muslims, why are you reporting it? Notice. Sorry, go on, K.
Insane, James. It's like the Quran says, man. Some of these Muslims. Thank you for letting me be Regis for today, man. I feel honored. But it's like some of these Muslims, man. It's like the Quran says when it says they rip it to shreds, man. It's like when they see some of the verses that they don't like, it's like they rip it out. They rip the Quran to shreds, man. It's terrible, bro.
Why would they do that, Jake? Why would they do that, man? Isn't it supposed to be so lovely? This is bringing people to Islam.
I thought they held the Quran in high esteem, bro. I thought it was like, I heard one Muslim say, I won't mention his name, but he's like, if you're gonna take a Quran and destroy it, it's like you just destroy a man's life. You know what I mean? And I can say unalive. You take a Quran and rip it up or and desecrate it. It's like unaliving a bearded man. This is what I've been told, but it doesn't seem like it when we go read the Quran and they see these verses in there.
That's crazy, guys. For those that don't know, each time I get these restrictions, it's restricting who can see or who can view the live. And if I'm getting so many restrictions, you can see why. We're stuck on low numbers, because I'm getting restrictions continuously. I swear, I don't understand how my life is such a no-no, but other lives where they're doing the DOXing and they're putting up people's pictures and they, giving addresses and they're using the N-word and they swear and they, attacking each other, yada, yada. I'm surprised how those lives don't get these restrictions. And yet I've got, and I'm not even joking, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 restrictions so far. 5 restrictions, 3 for hate speech. 3 for hate speech. What did I say so far that's hateful? You notice? So what we're doing now, I'm just asking the honest question. I'm saying to people, let's do dawah today. Let's work together to do dawah, to bring people to Islam. Let's bring them to Islam today. So which one of these is haram? Because now, remember, we don't want these people to go astray. We want them to know the truth. So we've got to teach them. Well, which one of these do you think is bad for you? Which one? Jibril is a Christian, my brother, King Drake. He is an Arabic-speaking Christian, and he cooks Muslims for me. I know this guy for almost 6 years now. And man, that dude, he's my go-to. He will cook any Muslim at any time with any topic. And this is the beauty of people knowing the Arabic. So I've known Jibril for, as I said, 6 years now, with me and him and David, who went by Ahmed, ex-Muslim, So this topic, guys, is a brilliant one where we today are going to do dawah. Today, we're going to do dawah and bring the people to Islam. How? By teaching them what Allah allows and what Allah doesn't allow. And again, it's very important. If Allah allows it, then no man can say it is haram. Then we've got Amin in the house. God bless you, Amin.
Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody doing? What's up, Drake?
How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? Long time no speak. How you been?
I know, man. God bless you, bro.
God bless. God bless.
It's good to hear from you, man.
You too.
I feel like I almost feel like I know I talked to you more than this, but whatever, in the group chat and stuff like that. But man, I feel like I haven't talked to you like.
I don't even come on this app like that anymore. Like I've been this year, I'm really trying to like just spend more time making content and studying and reading. I can't really be bothered with the foolishness. Like to me, like the people on this app, dude, especially this app, are like kids, bro. Like they play too much, bro. I don't have time for that.
Let me just get rid of another number 4 of the hate speech, guys. 1 second. 1 second, please. There we go. Just to let you guys know, I'm saying it so you guys can hear how many I get in just the live. This is how many so far, right? So that's another hate speech.
You only been open, James, for about 10 minutes. Good Lord.
Yep.
That's crazy.
James, I want to play.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game show called Who Wants to Be a Muslim? And the crowd goes wild. And our first contestant today is a guy called Amin. Amin, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. I don't know what else you want me to say. My name's Amin, and I'm here to play.
Okay, lovely, jubbly, super duper, and okie dokie. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got our first contestant, and this first contestant is going to make us very proud by being the first one to try and do the most difficult thing in the world, and that is to decide whether he wants to be a Muslim, a Muhammadan, mu'minun. So my man, the question would start with you. Now, if there's any Muslims in the chat, I know that I'm being restricted, so you guys have to share the live, or else they're not going to see it. We can't see it right. Okay, what can't you see? Can't you guys see the picture? Let me just double check to see if I can change it again. If I do that, how is it looking now?
I can't see. I'm scuba diving.
Okay, so there's you blocking. Okay, I got you. I can see on the screen now. So let me just, sorry guys, I'm gonna find a way to do it. We're gonna find a way, because again, in this game show, you know, we make sure that everybody is good.
James, I can see it perfect for you now. And the only problem is like if people give gifts, it comes up in front of it, but there's no way to, it's not like you can stop that.
Nah, it's just what you guys can see it though. I mean, we can see, you guys can see, and thank you for the gifts. Thank you. So, you know, one more try, guys. I'm going to see if I can get a different picture. I'm using a different device today.
You were using the chat bot to make some images. Man, I was laughing so hard, dude, when I was looking at those pictures. It's funny because you had asked it a question to like make it, and it was like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And you was like, okay, fine, no problem, do this. And it drew the, I was dying laughing, bro. And it's funny because of like how real, like anything you ask it to make, it will do. Like I'm still shocked about like how accessible it is for us to even use technology like this. Like I just started using this program called Eleven's Lab or something like that. It's a AI voiceover system, and I'm going to use it now for my audiobooks because you can give it different voices. So I have a whole idea list of stuff that I'm going to do for my channel with this AI stuff. I'm super excited.
Yeah, you know, and let me give you guys a picture, an idea. So if I'm asking for, so I made a new rap song, the one that you heard today about Islam dies and about the prophet that, you know, does all these bad things. And I was told, well, you know, we're going to have to keep it neutral. Because what I did, guys, I've been trying now to use this thing called ChatGPT. I have never used it that much before. I've been dabbling in it, but I had to actually say to ChatGPT to keep it neutral, stop being a Muslim apologetic. Because what it does is it gives you the Muslim answers instead of the actual answers. So it'll say to you, for example, if I say, what's 1 + 1? It'll say, well, in Islam, the common belief is, according to Bob the Builder, I'm like, nah, stop, get back and just be mathematical. What is 1 + 1? And then they'll say 2.
Yeah, you have to ask it. So, like if you're wanting to like, let's say like you ask it, hey, like I'm a Christian and I want to do a topic on the Quranic dilemma or something like that. How would you as a Muslim answer this question, right? It'll say, well, according to Islamic belief, this is da 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 da. What you have to do is you have to say, like you said, make it neutral and put it on strict mode. Like you have to tell it that, like say, hey, in this one will do it. So you have to prompt it correctly. And that's why, like, when that Lily J girl, when like she got famous asking ChatGPT these questions, and it was only doing that because of the settings and the way that she prompted the machine to answer. So now you see why, like, ChatGPT is a great tool, but you have to always fact check it. It's not very good with sources. Like if it says this source is X, Y, and Z, you have to go to the primary source to see if it actually is that.
It's terrible with that, and it's, you know what? I think the biggest thing that exposed that are Muslims that go up on these panels. And then you ask them where they say that at, and they cannot. And it's in all actuality, the source doesn't even exist.
Exactly.
It is pretty wild.
Like if you like, so ChatGPT, James, I don't know if you know this, but this will be really helpful to you. You can create let's say for instance, you open up a new chat And let's say that you have a PDF of a book, or you created a presentation on something. You can upload the PDF or the image or whatever to ChatGPT, and you can say, based on the document that I uploaded, can you, tell me, give me a synopsis of this document, or can you tell me what page this phrase is found on, or can you da 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 da? And the reason why this is important is because, let's say, for instance, like you have a writing by like Ibn Taymiyyah, Majmu' al-Fatawa, and you have a phrase in there, and it's a huge volume work, and you can't read the Arabic, you don't know exactly where it is. You can upload that document and say, hey, here's this phrase. Can you tell me what page number this is on and the context? And it'll do it because it's not pulling from the internet where it gives you a plethora of different ideas about it. It's pulling from the primary source. So that's the best way to use it where sources are concerned. You have to actually upload the original source and then ask it questions about it. And it does fantastic when you do that.
Guys, I got 2 more. I'm not even joking. 2 more hate speech while you talking.
Ow, we're not even, what the world?
Hang on a
We're
second.
not even doing anything.
Both of them. Hang on, let me just, why is it not doing it? That's just typical. And this is why it's stopping me from people coming to the live. It's restricting, it's yada yada. So guys, I apologize. I'm not sure. I mean, this is supposed to be a normal topic. It hasn't attacked anyone. It's not, I'm saying, who wants to be a Muslim? Come on, man.
I'm ready to play, James. What's
okay, let me just tell you, Dawn, what's up, my man?
What's up? My voice is horrible, but wanted to say some stuff about AI, but low-key, I'll probably just message you guys. Like, I've been working with AI stuff, especially the language models, for almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
I have like a prompt library. There's like, I don't know, like 12 pages of prompts that I spent hours refining, how to decensor, etc., etc.
Yeah, send that to me, because I just started using 11's lab, and I have like a whole lineup of projects and ideas that I want to use it for. It just saves so much time, but send it to me, please. And I saw that message you sent in the group message the other day. I just didn't get a chance to respond to it, but I'll try to create some thumbnails today for you.
Yeah, do that, because I don't like AI images, so I'll never be happy with like thumbnails. I really don't like it.
I got you.
But they work very well, apparently. So
yeah.
Bro, my voice. I'm gonna give up.
That's okay, bro.
I wish I could play the millionaire Muslim thing, but not today.
No, you get more than $1 million if you become a Muslim, bro. You get more. You get whatever the Quranic verse says. You get whatever you want.
72 girls.
More than that, dude. You can have 72 million girls if you want, because it says you get.
Okay.
You get, and Amin gets, and King Drake. Everybody gets.
Okay. Before I drop, I'm gonna say, C. Is it the right answer?
Oh, sorry. Thanks for playing.
No. Okay.
Maybe next time. Good try.
No.
Go back and do some reading, bro.
That's funny.
Next time, call the imam, man. Call the imam and up.
It's funny, Don, with your voice like that, with you being sick, you actually sound American. You sound like you're from California, like you just woke up from the Bay.
That's what you guys sound like when you just wake up.
That is funny, man. All right, James, let's play.
Okay, let me see. Okay, we got another kuffar. Hang on a second, guys. I apologize. We got another kuffar wanting to play. Man, you guys really want to play the game.
Man, I couldn't let you guys have all the fun up here, man.
What's up, DJ? How you been, man? It's been a minute since I spoke to you.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, I haven't been up here in a minute as well. I was
gonna ask you, bro. I wasn't too sure whether you didn't like the color of my skin or what. I was like, what's up with this?
Oh my god. Man, I'm listening to Chris's live, and then I'm listening to, man, that's pretty cool that King Drake is up on David Wood's live.
Yeah, I'm
Man, that's
surprised he
awesome.
remembered us, you know? And he gave me a
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out, man.
That's right. That's right. I had to, man. I had to. You know, I love you guys, man, and I had a good time on there. So I don't know. You might be seeing me on there more, maybe. You know, God willing, and I'm gonna continue to try to, you know, refute Islam and expose these guys. They
Yeah,
ain't
that's super
stopping me,
cool.
bro. They ain't stopping me from doing what I'm doing. Just know that.
That's right.
That's right.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so let me just, for those that don't know, right, for the King Drake, he's been one of those that's been at Logic's side all through travels. He's also spoken to, you know, a couple of these Dawa drama daisies. He's been DOX'd by, or trying to be DOX'd by Maloink Loink,
Really?
Failure. He's got his picture up. I mean, King Drake had to say to him, listen, dude, can I send you an updated photo of me? Because I've been working out. I've been working hard, man. I'm looking good. Can you please show the better picture, the newer picture of me?
Exactly,
So,
man. You know?
I saw this video that IP posted today. Like literally, as soon as I opened the app, IP posted this video saying that Malik doxed him. I mean, I haven't been keeping. It's too much to keep up with. It's like every day these guys do something new. But apparently, he doxed IP too. It's like I don't understand like what they think. Like they realize this is hurting their religion, right? Like this makes people not want to join your religion. How do you think that this looks good? Like, I just don't get it.
Well, this
Yeah,
is, I'm not, sorry, go on.
No, that's fine, and that's why it's so when you're having these debates and talking to these Muslims, it's so important just to be mindful that they will use any piece of information that you give them, and they will. And if say you criticize Muhammad or something like that, and they will try to dox you, and they will try to put your information up online. So just keep that in mind when you guys are debating. I'm not talking to the people on the panel. I'm saying if anybody in the audience who might not know this or might be bringing awareness, and we knew that they do this kind of stuff. I mean, you guys aren't new to this.
Yep.
And it all started just because they lose the conversation because they look bad. You know, they can't. Their pride can't take it. They hate that we can not only bring the facts, but out rhetoric them as well, and they just.
You know, it's funny. Like I've been thinking about this lately, but the problem with Islam is that they think more of themselves than they actually are, and like they have like main character syndrome. Like I don't know if any of you guys, like most people, like they don't look at stories this way, but within stories there's a principle called plot armor, where the main character, they have an insane amount of what we call plot armor, to where no matter what happens, they always come out on top. Like this is why you'll watch Batman or Superman and just nothing can happen to them. Like it's just impossible. That's how the Muslims think of themselves. They think they have plot armor to where it's like they're the main character and nothing can happen to them. They think more of themselves than they ought. But our scriptures say the opposite. Our scripture says, you ought not to think of yourselves as more than you are. You need to be humble. So this is why even like the other day I was on here and that dude, like what was his name, James? Aziz Abaz or something like that.
Yeah,
like
Aziz.
Yeah, like I made a mistake. Like I got my church father, and sometimes I do that, like between Irenaeus and Ignatius. And he's like, like, I'm just like, bro, like I made a mistake. It's not that big of a deal, bro. But to them, because they think of themselves more than they ought to, they can never be honest like that. And that's why they get baked all the time. That's why it seems like when you're talking to them and they seem to be dumb, they're not dumb. They just can't be honest because they think of themselves more than they ought to. And that's what's destroying Islam, their pride.
Bro, the misspeak, when you just misspeak on something, they think that's the ultimate win. Yeah, you're
But
right. That's how you know. That's how you know this religion is full. Oh man.
Yeah,
It's
let me
full of
let me
it.
just say this. This is why when Malik brought me up, just to say three more restrictions, three more while you guys were talking. So while Malik, when I don't know if you know this, I mean, but Malik pulled me up on his live the other day.
Really?
I happened to just scroll through, and as soon as I got there, he's like, James 007, you know, your guy did this, your guy ran something, and then he sends me a request. And he said I wouldn't come up. So I went up. As soon as I got up there, it was like the battle of the wit. And this dude, he fell so fast, man. He dropped because he wasn't expecting me to come with the jab cross. He wasn't expecting me to knock him, because I came up and I said to him, I'm like, listen, dude, you know, your eyes are so close. You could be the one-eyed Dajjal. And he's like, her forehead is so big. I'm like, yeah, man, but listen, you are nothing. I said, you're a failed rapper, you're a failed son, you're a failed debater, you're a failed Muslim, you're a failed everything. I said, you are nothing. I said, and then he said something. I'm like, listen, man, just cry me a river. And he didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to say. He didn't know how to take it, because all he does is attack, and he's not ready for someone to hit back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like
That's how you know he's a horrible rapper, because usually, you know, especially if you're good at freestyle, you could come back with a comeback, you know, real quick, just like that, because they're used to it. But no, he's horrible.
It's funny, like people don't realize like how good James is with rhetoric. Like I think there's probably two other people that I know of that have rhetoric with where insults are concerned as good as James. That Study the Show and Danny Davis. Those are the only two other people.
Dude, I would
that
not.
can think quick.
Oh, and Travis. And Travis.
I was going to say Mr. T.
Travis, yeah.
You can't
Travis,
forget Mr. T.
Travis is hilarious, bro.
Bruh. I would not want to go against them at all.
Man, I actually miss Travis. I wish I had his well,
I've got it. If you need it, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I said to a Muslim the one day, I said to him, you know, I'm so jealous of people who've never met you. And the guy was like, well, you should be. And then he was quiet and he's thinking, huh? What did you just say? Because I said, yeah, man, because I mean, I've listened to you speak now. Those guys that never heard you speak are living well, man. These guys are happy. You know, I've heard you speak, now I'm bugging for life. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. As I, you know, again, I'd rather say this. And this is another thing, you know, again, you know, when I read a lot and you learn all these things. I keep saying it's better to be a lion that everyone hates than a donkey that everyone rides. And, you know who the donkeys are. I mean, we be riding these people like they think we the Zut.
Yeah, you know, it's funny though. It's like Muslims, they give you so many points just if you have rhetoric, and we all know that. Like they'll give you, like for instance, I went on Henny's live the other night, and we were debating the Islamic dilemma. Well, as you know, there's no answers for it, and Henny is not one to give any answers. So what happened within not even 10 minutes of the discussion, Libiano comes up, right? And Henny was telling me he was going to debate me one-on-one this whole time. It was actually planned, right? And so I'm like, why are you bringing him up? So then, like, you know, I'm not gonna debate Libiano just for reasons that he won't debate and come to God Logic's panel. Like, what? I'm not gonna, like, there's people, God Logic offer you to come to his panel. Why am I gonna debate you up here? Anyway, so I got in this conversation with him, and it was like a pretty long conversation, probably like 15 minutes maybe. And then Anas came up and everything. And I wasn't reading the comments, because you can't read the comments while you're on panels. It just doesn't work like that. You guys all know that. So, so when I was done, somebody sent the clip that was recording. A Christian brother sent the clip to me. So last night I was watching it, and it was funny because all the Muslims, even though they were coping, there were some like, oh, this guy's got good rhetoric or something like that. So it's funny because they were like, you know, all praising me for my rhetoric, and I was like, this is hilarious.
Well, you guys don't understand this. I keep saying to the chat, stay hydrated. Now, staying hydrated is me reminding myself that, because if I'm drinking large amounts of water every single day, it helps me actually avoid other people's drama, because I'm too busy taking a leak. So I'm leaking on the Maliks, and I just can't be bothered to listen to the drama, because these guys are so pathetic.
That's a good one, bro.
And that's how me and Henny started this, because I went up and I asked him why he was Maliking on Allah's Injil, right? And he's like, the epistles weren't in the Injil or whatever. And I'm like, well, what's the Injil? So that's how that all started. And
I did see a video clip of him peeing on the Bible. It's funny because like when I watched it, I was like I don't know if they do that because they think it's supposed to like make us mad or something. I'm like,
it's like is the Bible a person? Like, is it like
bro, it's a
divine?
Right, like, bro, it's a book. Like, I mean, I can just print those words on another book. Like, I get it in the aspect of the scripture is sacred, but we don't look at the Bible the same way Muslims look at the Quran. And this proves that even forget what's his name. God forgive me, but the brother, I think he was from Turkey, and he had burned the Quran, and they unalived him because of it. This happened like late last year, and I'm like for a Christian, if you were to burn the Bible, we would just print another one. Like, yeah. I just don't understand how it's crazy, man.
But you gotta remember they're stuck, man, in 7th century Arabia, bro. That's the time period they're stuck in, and they cannot advance, right? And we know this because there's sources where Muhammad would have people unalive for writing a poem about him and stuff. So we know that words hurt, and evidently, if you burn words, it hurts them too. So it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the Christian at all. It more affects like his soul. Like, this is just bad for your soul if you're doing that. Like, but it's not going to affect the Christian. It's not going to affect God. I don't know. Maybe it'll like affect part of Allah, since that's part of Allah.
It's funny.
Exactly, and you know what? It does affect someone because I have a good source to say that this person that we were talking about, his dad is very ashamed of things that he's doing. So it just is what it is.
It's funny too, because it's like, to me, this always confused me when they get upset when people like eat the Quran or they burn it, they do something like that. Because remember, like, their biggest claim as to why Islam is true, because they've all memorized it. Like, we've memorized the Quran since the time of Muhammad, and there's not one word or harakat that's different. It's like, okay, well, if that's the truth, then if somebody burns the page with the Quran on it, you can just recite it from memory, or you can just print another one. So it's like, for me, it's like, is the Quran the book, or is it in your heart? Is it coming from your God? But they act like the Quran is the book itself. I'm like Quran literally can also be translated as like recitation. So it's like, why are you mad that somebody's burning a book that has been mass memorized and you can just print another one? I never understood that. Like, I don't know.
I'm trying to recreate the image using the numbers for 34, for 24. So I've got way too many restrictions right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea, James.
Yeah, this topic always makes them angry. I'm pretty sure you get like maybe 2 or 3 people come in here, they don't even say anything and they just record. So
right.
Yeah, I'm just working on something at the moment, but it's fun to listen to you cook, James, right before I go to sleep, because it's still, man, like no matter what work schedule I would be on, it's still like right in the middle of the night for me. But
yeah, I forgot about that.
But
you
it's
are
still,
yeah.
It's funny. It's cool that we're able to talk to each other, like all the way on the other side of the world, and get to work together sometimes.
Yeah, we all have different time zones, and like I remember when we used to be on Clubhouse, and I remember like I would go to sleep and I would wake up and Albie would still be in the room, bro.
Oh my lord.
Albie be doing those 24-hour Clubhouse rooms.
Yeah, he's been doing that now too on TikTok.
Yeah.
But he would literally do the and it's funny because like we would have to look up the rules on TikTok because the app at one point was like if it's over 7 hours or something like that, it like disables the replays or something. So he would have to close the room and then reopen it immediately. It was those were some crazy times, bro. Like that app was so optimal for conversations. Like this app is sucks, bro. Like you have to stay on the panel in order to talk, and it's stupid, bro.
I can't like close the app. Like I can't turn off my phone.
Yeah, and then you can link the link. You can put the link right in the up top. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, exactly.
But then there's other things that makes this better because there was no video feature on
That's true.
Clubhouse. So I mean, kind of take the good with the bad a little bit.
Yeah, obviously the reach is needed. They're more popular.
Right, the reach is a lot bigger. Although we did have some of those rooms packed out. Sometimes there'd be like 200-300 people in a room. That was pretty cool.
Well, guys, I got to keep working on this thing. I'm trying to present on Chris Claus channel. Trying to present something on Chris Claus channel.
Oh,
so
nice. I'm looking
Lord
forward
willing,
to seeing that
will be soon.
Oh, that's really cool, DJ, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe this will be one of many.
Yeah, I mean, I've been focusing on this a bit, and so I don't know. I'm ready to take a break like after I finish this because this is killing me. But
yeah. I mean, bro, you've been teaching for a long time, even though you may not view it as that. So you're gonna be fine. You just gotta build that confidence, because you know what you're saying. You're very careful with your words. You're very knowledgeable. So I look forward to learning from you.
Hopefully I'll be as good as you on the big screen, man. Don't forget us little people over here, King Drake.
Nah, stop it, dog. Listen,
DJ,
2026, bro. 2026, big year.
What are you presenting on Chris's channel?
Jesus being the Most High God, the Ante-Nicene Fathers.
Okay, cool. Definitely look forward to that. I can you probably don't need them, but I could send you some sources too. I have some stuff like literally the teacher of his name is Alexander of Alexandria, the teacher of Athanasius. Pre-Nicene, he actually says that God is a Trinity verbatim. True, it's just like, bro, like how?
Yeah.
But
well, I'm bringing in scholarship as well for.
That's good.
For a lot of this. So, but yeah, guys, I'll catch you later. It's good to see you guys, though. God bless you, brothers.
God bless.
God bless, dude. God bless. Sorry, I was busy, but now it looks better now, ladies and gentlemen. Now they cannot hit me with anything because I got the numbers.
James, I just got to work too, so I'm here for a little bit, but it gets busy. I'll just be in and out.
No worries. I got you.
Yeah, same for yesterday for me. I had fun on the live with you yesterday, though, man. It was a good time, so that's why I came back again, bro. I needed more.
Always welcome, dude. Listen, this is why if you look at the YouTube, it's called the Agents 007. It's not just me, Because I mean, listen, you know that we work as a team outside of this app as well, and we, we stronger together. I've never seen anyone as strong and united, and this is the results of it. We are able to sit together without trying to compete with each other. Who's better, greater, akbar than the other person. So when it comes to sharing a platform with you guys, man, and when you speak, I'll just sit back and allow and enjoy, because I know that you got the knowledge. And same with Amin. There's a lot of people that want to sit with us, but I don't know their full belief system, and so I just want to be careful with that. That's why I don't have too many other Christians up, unless I know you. But yeah, man, always welcome.
Thank you, brother.
So let's hope we get a Muslim now, because now I've changed it. So now it doesn't, TikTok can't, unless they do a Google search. What does he mean when he says 434?
434, 424, and 65 4. But hey, Muslims, or well, we'll just say this: tap that screen, share this to any friends that you have. Share it to a couple Muslim friends, maybe get a couple, maybe we get a Muslima in here, or a Muslim man. Makes no difference, man.
But that's always the best to get a Muslim woman in, right?
Yeah. Listen, who wants to be a Muslim? We need some contestants. You guys, if you guys are already Muslim, you should be able to win this easy. You should be able to win this show easy. So please come up and do it for the sake of Allah, because Allah says, who's going to strive for me? Who in the end is going to strive for me? So be that Muslim that strives to show Allah true.
And let me also say this, that any one of you guys that is thinking of becoming a Muslim, right? This is for you. So my question is, would you want to be a Muslim after learning about the 4 things on the screen, A, B, C, and D? And it's quite simple. It's not me. I'm just showing you what the Quran is teaching. And if this is what the Quran is teaching, then, we got to be honest and say, well, hang on a second. If this is what Islam is, do I want to be part of it? Notice, I'm not going to add. You guys see, and I hope you guys notice, we are the ones that present Islam word for word. I'm not changing anything. I'm not adding to it or twisting it. I'm putting the verse out there. I'm saying, listen, if the verse in 434 teaches that you can strike your wife, 424 says that you can have right hand possessed, you can have dingy slaves. 65:4 teaches us that you can marry and penetrate little wee children, right? So now that I've changed this, what we need to do now is to see, well, if these 3 things are okay by Allah, then he's literally telling us that the one thing that's not okay is eating pork. So now the question is for you as someone that's willing to or wanting to or curious about this religion. Would anyone want to become a Muslim? And let's say that all 3 of the things I'm showing you on the screen are true. So I heard a Muslim guy on Sheikh Uthman, on Sheikh Zutman, on his live, a Christian guy came up and said, I'm Catholic, yada, yada. I don't agree with David Wood. And then Zutman said to him, well, do you want your Shahada in English or Arabic? And he said, I'll take it in English. So now notice what happened there. This guy, because he's weak in his faith, became a Muslim, not knowing what Islam truly is. Now, this is why we are an educational based live. We are presenting it as education. So if you are a female and you want to walk around in a tent, you can request and we can go through these verses. If you are a male and you want to right and left and hook and sink your wife because you have fear that she may be doing something that you don't like, then request. But this is a live for all you people curious about Islam and you Muslims that know these verses that are going to try to make it make sense. So if there's anyone that wants to come up, if not, we're going to just read. As always, we're going to have to just read. And the more we read, again, this is the problem with Islam. You tell us to read, and then when we go to the verses, you tell us, yeah, but. So I'm giving you guys an opportunity. If I, for example, go to 434, let's find the verse and let's see what it's going to teach me. Because 434, an interesting verse for us. Very interesting, because 434 is also teaching, for example, honor unaliving, right? Now, again, I'm gonna show you guys how and why Islam can't exist in our society. Because what I can show you is that the actions or behaviors that could lead to honor unaliving in Islam is, for example, now again, this is the Sharia, speaking with an unrelated male, engaging in dingy, submitting to a forced marriage arrangement, or not submitting to. Now remember, Maloin Koink, he was, we've got evidence of him saying that he went to a church parking lot and was, what did he say, banging his girl in the two-seater car in a church parking lot. Now, according to Islam, that's outside of marriage and it is punishable. It also says, according to Islam, that you can't make personal choices in marriage, becoming an unfortunate victim of SA, or even premarital loss of virginity. Now, all of these things is what Islam is teaching, saying that these are bad things. A wife, if she wants to leave her abusive husband, has to go to court, but the husband can just say, talak, talak, talak. Or someone that, for example, engages in socially with other communities, in other words, going to Christian events, that's all, no, can't do that. Or even adopting a Western lifestyle. You can't do all these things. So when we're trying to understand how these people are taught and brought up, it's hard, and when we start going to the Quran itself. So when it comes to this topic, the women of Islam are the most punished people on earth. The woman in Islam, the most punished people on earth. Remember what the Quran teaches, and I'm not just saying this to say this, because the Quran teaches in Surah 4:15. It says, if any of your women are guilty of lewdness, take the evidence of 4 reliable witnesses from among you against them. If they testify, confine them to their homes until death does claim them. Right? Because again, this is the religion teaching about the woman. The man, you can do what you want. Allah gave you 4 wives and as many right hand possess as you want. So we just continue reading. Because again, when we're looking at the Quran again, we need to understand, is this something for me? Is 434 something that I want to go to, and will it make me a better person? Now, the question is, 434 teaches you that you're allowed to strike your wife. How in the world does it bring you closer to Allah? How does it bring you closer to Allah by striking your wife? So let's see what it says. Because again, Muslims tell you that, that Islam is the right path. This is the right way. So what we can do then is, if we go to the verse, it teaches us in 434 that men are the maintainers of women. Guys, as I said, I've got restrictions. I've got 2 more restrictions. Appeal still in progress. So I'm depending on you guys to tap and share. So according to 434, guys, I have a daughter. If my daughter comes home and says, I want to become a Muslim, these are probably the 3 verses that I will bring her to and ask her, are you 100% okay with this? Because this will make Allah happy if your man strikes you. So 434 again says, men are the maintainers of women, because Allah has made some of them to excel and others because they spend out of their property. The good women are therefore obedient, guarding the unseen as Allah has guarded. And so those whose part you fear desertion, now again, there's lots of translations, those you fear disobedience, admonish them, leave them alone in the sleeping places and strike them, or, beat them, like Michael Jackson would. Then if they obey you, do not seek anything against them, surely blah, blah, blah. So the verse is teaching us that if you fear disobedience, so my man King Drake, he come home, he walks in the house and he sees that the curtain has been moved because the house next door has he's an okay looking dude. Now, King Drake, he doesn't realize that she was vacuuming the house. She was just doing the hoovering the house, and she accidentally bumped the curtain and it made a little gap in the window there. So she can look out the window, but she was vacuuming. But this dude, he walked in the house, King Drake, and he's like, were you looking at the guy next door? In fact, he doesn't have to even ask her. He just walks up to her And then she's like, what you do that for? He says, I fear disobedience. I fear that while I'm working hard, you at home, and you're looking through the window, and you're looking at Amin, who's living next door. Now, I knows you like Amin because you think he's a good-looking fella. But King Drake is like, what? Let me give you another one. Hang on. So he gives her 2 now because she's still rebellious. She's answering for herself. And King Drake is like, nah, I didn't ask you to speak.
No back talk.
Backhand for that one. Boom. So you notice now, according to Islam, if King Drake feared that his wife opened the curtain intentionally to look at Amin living next door, man, and now we know Amin, he got them, them booty shorts on, he got them shorty shorts on because it's summertime. And he's got no shirt on because he's washing the car and he's flexing them biceps he's all dripping with sweat and a bit of water and so King Drake is like, man, I'm too coward to go over and tell Amin to put clothes on, so I'm going to 434 my wife instead because I may fear that she looked back, she was looking at this dude. So again, all I'm saying is that according to this verse, it's allowing you to strike your wife if you fear disobedience, 434. But according to Islam, guys, this is okay. This is not a problem. So that's not haram, that's halal. That's allowed in Islam. Let's go to the next one. Because now we can see that in this verse, we've got that it's not a problem. You can do what you want. And Allah is the one that's saying, it's fine, don't be nasty. Not talking about now, I'm talking about middle of summer, boy. Middle of summer, man. So now again, we're going to go back now to the next verse. So far we can see that according to Islam, 434, striking your wife is not a problemo. It's all good in the hood. Now we know that because Allah is the one, demanding this, so the people have to do what Allah wants them to do. So when we go now to the next verse, 424 is talking about slavery, slaves who you can keep in your house, right? Because you think that Allah came to take away and abolish slavery. That's just another lie the Muslims are putting on us. They're saying that Allah came and he took away slavery, while at the same time Muhammad was buying and selling the black ones 2-for-1 sale, Black Friday. So when you think that Black Friday is a white man invention, ain't no way. That's Muhammad. He was like, yeah, you guys think everything come from them people. Nah. So when we're looking at the Quran again, for 424, we have to put it in context. You see, in 3350 of the Quran, it says, O Prophet, we have made lawful to you your wives, whom you have given their dowries, and those whom your right hand possesses. How is this hate speech again? How is this hate speech? Instead of reporting me, guys, come up. I've changed everything. Hang on, I need to get, it's not accepting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 active restrictions. 10 active restrictions. You can't make this up. Anyways, so according to Islam, it's telling you that Allah is saying that we've made lawful to you your wives and those whom your right hand possesses out of those whom Allah has given to you as prisoners of war. So 424 is saying that you can have these people, these are your slaves, that these slaves, thank you so much for that, your slaves are yours to do with as you please. That's right. You can do with them as you please. So we haven't gotten to 424 yet. Now we get to 424. So again, 424 says, also forbidden are married women unless they are captives of war, such is the decree of Allah. Notice, married woman. Now, the Bible's teaching us to stay away from married woman. You have yours, he has his, stay away from his. This is a commandment, Don't go mess with another man's wife. But Muhammad, he came down and he gave us something else. He was like, yeah, I know you say that. I know you believe that. But you know, I'm going to help you understand that there's more to this. So what does he do? He says, you can take them, have them. Sunan Abi Dawood said, the Apostle of Allah sent a military expedition to Autas on the occasion of the Battle of Hunain. They met their enemy and fought with them. They defeated them and took them captives. Now watch this, guys. Some of the companions of the Apostle of Allah were reluctant to have interdingy with the female captives in the presence of their husbands who were unbelievers. So the God of Islam again teaches you to grape, teaches you adultery. So he's saying over here that you can take these women, female captives, even though their husbands are in their presence. And then it says, so Allah the Exalted sent down the Quranic verse, and all married women are forbidden to you, and to you save those captives who your right hand possesses. You notice now that so far 434 striking your wife, not a problemo according to Islam, not a problem. 424 having slaves and doing dingy and adultery, not a problem. So we've got A, halal, B, halal. Now we have to go down to 65.4. Now Muslims, I know that you're there because you're the ones reporting me. I've changed the screen so that you will not be offended by the words striking your wife, raping a child, or owning slaves. So I've literally taken all away. I'm trying to make TikTok happy and you happy by just putting the verses up there. So please, when you're reporting the live because of these verses, you're reporting Allah for something you think is evil and disgusting. So if you find these verses evil and disgusting and you're reporting me because of them, you are saying, without saying, that you are reporting Allah, the God of your religion, for something you find to be absolutely distasteful. And I'm happy with that. Well done to you for reporting Allah to the TikTok po-po, because I would do the same. I would do exactly the same, thinking this dude giving us these verses has to come from someone that belongs in the pit of hell. So I'm with you, man. I got your back. I'm with you. But let's keep going. So far, we can see now, according to this verse, that yes, in Islam, you can marry and you can do dingy outside of marriage. That's the adultery. Sleeping with other people's wives while they're still alive and then taking them as slaves. You notice? Now, so far, A is halal, allowed. B, halal, allowed. So you've got two verses in the Quran now that are so despicable that I'm being reported for them. And I'm glad you're doing that because you think it's awful, evil, and sick. And that should be reported. So if you see a Muslim, report them to the police because this is what they believe. Beautiful, man. Love it. Next verse. Let's go to the next verse. Because again, you know, Islam is like a gift that keeps on giving. In the next verse, we can see that Islam, Allah, Quran, is the one that sanctions dingy with minors. That's right. I mean, if you want to come up, my man, you're more than welcome to. So now we can see that the God of Islam, not the devil. Yesterday we found out that the devil is not included in this. We don't need him. He's useless. He's just in the way sometimes. Allah's like, I want to send you to hell. And the devil's like, let me do it. Like, get out the way. Let me do this, man. I got this. Don't need you. So according to this verse, 65:4 now, this is going to teach us that you can do dingy with prepubescent minors. So remember now, A, striking your wife, halal. B, owning slaves, halal, allowed. C, dingy with minors. Let's see if it's allowed in this religion or not. Okay, let's see. So all we do is read. We're just going to read. Now, before we get there, we have to understand, as I said, in the Quran teaches us in Surah 33:49 that It says, "Oh, you who believe, when you marry believing women and then divorce them before doing dingy with them, then no iddah is required." Now, what is the iddah? The iddah is the waiting period between divorces. What are they waiting for? No, not a bus, not a plane, not even a train. They're waiting for to see if they're pregnant or not.
Right.
So to eliminate, two people fighting about who the father is, what they do is they have a waiting period, which is actually good. Like, just hang on a second, let's see if I'm the dad or not.
Yeah. So we famously call this, what do we call this verse right here, James? We call this 33:49. We call this the no hitter, no iddah verse. Right.
That's
here.
right.
So if you don't touch those girls, you don't hit, pardon my French, but then there's no waiting period for this person. This is why this is the perfect verse to go to first and get a Muslim to agree to it. And then you establish 65-4. Go ahead.
That's right. And let me say this as well. You hit the nail on the head. Guys, when you're having these conversations, it's so important to lay it out carefully, to put it on the table and get them to agree. Now, if any Muslim disagrees, they're going against the Quran. Now, in this verse 33:49, it's teaching you, if you have an hira, there's no ida. You don't need to wait. There's no waiting period. So you're good. You just have to know that, I didn't touch her, so I'll divorce her. So it's fine. No waiting period. So she can move on the next day and marry another Ahmed, another Kutam. It's all good. He doesn't, it's good. Not a problem. So now we have to see, because this is extremely, extremely important to understand and remember. No hira, no ida. So when we now go to the 65:4, remember, the Quran is specifying the length of time that needs to be observed, the iddah, if she has been penetrated, if she has been dingied. So in 65:4, it says this: in case of those of your wives who have passed the age of menstruation, if you have any doubt, know that their waiting period is 3 months. So you hira. There's an iddah. And that will apply likewise to those who have not yet menstruated. What? So if you hit her and she's not yet menstruated, she has to now wait for the iddah. She needs to wait for the waiting period, which is 3 months. Why? Because now you've dipped your biscuit in the coffee. Beautiful. So now we understand that there was a bit of dipping going on, a bit of Dunkin' Donuts. So now we know that because she was, he consummated the marriage, she has to have a waiting period. Now remember, the last group is the ones that are pregnant. Now again, as I said, the first one, 33:49, clearly tells us no waiting period if there's no dingy. This one is telling us that there's a waiting period because those who have not yet menstruated have to wait. Wow. Now the waiting period for those, the first group that are past the years of menstruation, these are talking about those in menstruation, in menopause. So this group is a special group. These are in menopause. They've passed the years, but just for safety's sake, and this could start at the age of 45, even younger, depending if some people started younger. But I would say around 45-ish, upwards, 50 normal, and then, just to make sure they wait. But the point I'm making is we're focusing on the group where it says those who have not yet reached menstruation. Now, when you ask someone that understands the Arabic, it means they've never reached the years of their first menstruation. They've never had menstruation. You're going to say, King Drake.
I was just gonna mention how. Now, what would you say to somebody who asked the question? Because there's common rebuttals that we get for this. And they say, oh, well, this second group of women in 65:4, a second group of females in 65:4. That's how I like to frame it too, to say females, because if you say the word woman, then automatically they're going to say, oh, well, this means they're a dog because they're using the word Nisa. But what would you say to somebody who asks, hey, like this second group, this just means somebody with a like rare condition who can't menstruate?
Now that's a brilliant question, because they're trying to focus on a particular group of people, a minority instead of a majority. What do? We just read. So who do we go to? They tell us, can you please go to the tafsirs? If we go to the tafsir and see what they teach us in the tafsirs, this checkmates the entire argument. Also, all four schools, all four of the Muslim schools agree that you can marry and penetrate a child. This is all four schools agree with this. So if I go to the verse itself in 65:4, and I read to you what the scholars have said. Now, when I say scholars, I'm not talking about this dude called God Logic, or a guy called David Wood, or Mike from IP, or this guy called King Drake. These are not scholars. We're going to go to the Sahaba, to the people that was at the time of the Momo, people at the time of Qutb, see what they say. How did they feel about this? And then we can go to the schools to see what the schools say. Now, remember, guys, so far we've learned that in Surah 434, yes, striking is allowed. So that's halal, not haram. So that's out. In B, we found now that, yes, you can have slaves, and that's allowed in Islam. So that's halal, not haram. 2 gone. King Drake was going to call a 50-50. He wasn't too sure whether 65:4 or eating pork. But now that we've seen 65:4 now teaches about those that have not yet menstruated, this is what the tafsir says. Now I'm going to read Ibn Abbas, even though Muslims don't like Ibn Abbas and they don't think it's coming from him. But I'll read more than just him. Ibn Abbas says, and for such of your women as despair of menstruation, because of old age. So now we know the first group is old age. About their waiting period, it shall be 3 months, upon which another man asked. Now listen to the question. This is what puzzles me. A man is asking Muhammad this question, showing you how sick they are. He says, O Messenger of Allah, what about the waiting period for those who do not have menstruation because they are too young? Now, what type of man is going to ask you that rubbish? Even a dog knows when to start doing the dingy-dingy. A horse knows. I mean, animals know better than these humans, man, these Arabs.
Well, you know what? That's crazy, because what kind of man? I can answer that. A Muslim man, as we seen on Logic's Live from Balboa Park on Sunday.
That's right.
The Muslim man said, if Jesus came back today, he would give his daughter to Jesus, even if his wife was still pregnant with her. So this is the kind of people we're dealing with. In a contract, he says that too. And he asked Logic, do you love Jesus like I love Jesus? Because I would do this. And he thought this was some type of example of some like love that he had for Christ, right? But then he's saying he's going to give his... He's basically making our God, right? Well, not basically. He's saying our God would want to have sex with a girl even in the womb. Like Jesus would not. He's going to come back and he's not going to be interested in that. You understand me?
But this is what happens when you think with the flesh. When you're thinking with the flesh and not the spirit, this is what happens. And again, guys, Muslims don't have anything spiritual in their religion. There's nothing spiritual in Islam. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Any Muslim can show me something spiritual in their religion. I'll be learning something. But this is the craziness of this entire topic. And when it comes to them saying they'll give Jesus this, no, because again, notice I've got this amazing picture. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. It's brilliant because notice the flesh. They keep on going with the flesh. Anyway, so we're reading now again. So the guy asked the question and he says, even those who have not menstruated because they're too young, along with those who do not have it because of young age, their waiting period is 3 months. That's Ibn Abbas, confirming that the young girls that are too young, so again, we can't say that these are people that have their periods at 18 or 24 or whatever. It's talking about those that are too young. And the word nisa, according to the Quran, can also be used for girls in different verses. So don't be fooled when they tell you that, oh, the word is nisa, the word is nisa. No, in other verses in the Quran, nisa is used for little girls or girls.
Right.
Now,
and specifically, there's the what is it, the chapter of the woman, An-Nisa, right? Surah An-Nisa. It talks about what orphans get before they menstruated. So it talks about little girls in that surah. Not only that, is once you go and look up the story of Pharaoh as well, you look up the story of Pharaoh, it talks about if you go to Ibn Kathir's tafsir on it, it talks about how that Pharaoh took the firstborn children, the boys, the males, and he spared the women, right? So there we see clearly, and it's in the Arabic, and it uses the word nisa. We see clearly that it talks about children. So a lot of times nisa just means female, right? It just means female. That's why even in the verse 65:4, it's talking about like the marriage, right? Wives, right? It's just using that word for female. So that's how you go around that. You go get that tafsir and you just show them, hey, listen, Ibn Kathir is using this word and he's speaking about children. So it doesn't help them.
That's right. And as my man Christian Sheikh was in the chat, God bless you, my man, he says again, there's other verses, as I said, Surah 249, talking about them as girls. So now we've got Ibn Abbas confirming what Allah said. And remember that the behavior of Muhammad proves that this is also talking about girls. And this is why in Afghanistan, the Taliban have now stopped men marrying at 6, but it's allowed at 9, even penetration, dingy. This is right now, because in 2021, they started stopping girls from going to school for the entire, until they're 18. They stopped them, earlier, so that they can get married and be home with husbands. And when I say husbands, I'm talking about these grandfathers, these old people. Now, Jalalain is another scholar we go to, and Jalalain also says, and for those who have not yet menstruated because of their young age, their period shall be 3 months. So we've got Ibn Abbas, Jalalain. Then there's this guy called Ibn Kathir, and he says the same for the young who have not reached the years of menstruation, talking again about children. So there's many more. Maududi breaks it down even better. Let me show you what Maududi says, because he tells you that here, let me see, this is also extremely sick, so forgive me for, again, it's just sick. Maududi says, according to the same verse, he says, one should bear in mind the fact that according to the explanation given in the Quran, the question of the waiting period arises in respect of the woman with whom marriage may have been consummated. For there is no waiting period in the case of divorce which is pronounced before the consummation of marriage, the one I read first, Surah 33:49. Therefore, making mention of the waiting period for the girls who have not yet menstruated clearly proves that it is not only permissible to give away the girl in marriage at this age, but it is also permissible for the husband to consummate marriage with her, to do dingy with her. And listen to the last part. It says, now, obviously, no Muslim has the right to forbid a thing which the Quran has held permissible. Now that's a boom shakalaka right there to anyone that wants to go against what the Quran says. Because the Quran said it has to come from Allah, making it true, meaning that if you marry them, you can do the dingy with them, because it's not stopping you from doing that. So let's just break it down one more time. If there are Muslims listening in the chats and you're tired of reporting, you're more than welcome to engage. If I'm saying anything that you disagree with, if I'm saying anything you disagree with, request. If you agree with me, then don't request, because you've now proven that what I said is true. And then we need to ask people, who wants to be a Muslim?
Right. You know what's crazy too, James, is like this puts them in a very bad predicament, especially for the reverts in the West, right? These as some Muslims will call it, these fast food shahadas. Like they give these people these shahadas so quickly because they lied to them, or they withheld what Islam really teaches, right? They withhold that information, right? They don't give it all. They don't lay it out. And so when these reverts see this, they're like, there's no way these people lied to me, right? So then it causes a bad predicament, because then they see it and they're like, wow, I can't justify this. I have these values that says all this is wrong, but then my God says it's right. What do I do? And as we know, most reverts within 3 years end up leaving Islam. So this puts Muslims in a bad predicament. That's why they don't discuss it. That's why they try to stay far away from it. And, a lot of, let's just be honest, when you go to the scholars like we are showing, this is the truth. This is the deen. This is what Islam teaches. So
now my man, Christian Sheikh, man. God, I love this dude. This is what he sent to me, man. He said, according to, let me see, where am I looking at? A tafsir by Tabari for Surah 249 says this. So the interpretation of saying, and your woman shall be ashamed, then they should preempt them and not unalive them. It may be necessary to interpret the one who said that we have mentioned from Ibn Abbas, from Anas and blah, 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 saying, and they will be ashamed of your wives, that the females have left them from being unalived when they were born to them. It is that it is permissible for a child, a female child, to be called a woman when she is born. So according to the tafsir I've got in front of me, you can call these people women. You are allowed to call them woman after a child is born, when she is born.
what tafsir is that? Because I like that.
My man, you need to follow my man in the chat called Christian Sheikh.
Yeah, I think I got him already.
Okay, let me put on the screen.
It's Tafsir Ibn Kathir.
I'll send it to you now. Hang on a second. I'll send it on the chat, on the group. Actually, I'll send it to you. Just give me 10 seconds. Let me see where the man at, man. Hey, man, this dude, he be.
It's nice. Thanks, Christian Sheikh. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then you read from 33, right? I'll send it to you now.
Thank you, brother.
And then it says, so the interpretation of saying, and your woman shall be ashamed, then there should be preempt, you should unalive them, and they will be ashamed of their wives. The female have left them from being unalived. It is permissible for the female child to be called woman when she is a child and after she is born. For young girls, they are the children woman because they interpret the words of Allah Almighty, and they should be ashamed of their wives, the preempt females of truth. Wow. Wow. Let me add that. Let me see.
Yeah,
Man, you can't make this up, guys. Keep reading to 34. Man, what you doing to me, man? What you doing to me? Let me just hang on a second. Let me keep going.
Like and tap the live, guys. Come on, share this to some of your Muslim friends. I know we got them. I know there's some people out there that want to defend the religion and defend Allah from this live right now. So please get this out there. Maybe some guests can come up and enlighten us on these facts about Islam. Somebody's requesting up, James.
Okay,
I mean,
okay. It's my man. He's my man. He's going to explain it to us.
God bless
Allahumma masih,
all of
brother.
you. Salam al-Masih, salam al-Masih kulluhu. Hey, I actually learned this from God Logic. Soon he came to.
You mean he's able to teach
TikTok?
people?
I'm telling you, like even in Arabic, I did not know about it, but he told me about it, and then when I Google it and I start reading, oh my. And the other thing is, this story is actually, you remember what happened between Moses and Pharaoh when he was born? When Moses was born, he started unaliving kids. So he was unaliving newborn babies, only male, and he kept the females alive. So all the newborn girls, he left them alive, but only he ordered to unalive the boys. And this is why they call them women here. And they were not women. They were just newborn babies. And the other nickname for women, the newborn baby girl, they used to call her a slave. So there is multiple nicknames for a girl. They call her Naja, which is the ewe of the sheep, the female of the sheep. And they used to call her a slave. Oh, he got a slave girl. What do you mean he got a slave girl? Yeah, his wife, she just born for him a slave girl. Why you call her, like, it's just amazing as much as you're gonna like go into it. And the other thing is, if you want to prove 65:4, it's very easy, guys. You already know it. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 7, page 57. Sahih al-Bukhari, PDF. Okay, Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 7, page 57, PDF. I will give you what al-Bukhari he said in his book. He said this verse is talking about a girl before puberty. And that's it. How are they gonna fight it?
So what page did you say? I probably have it.
If you write on Google, just write it. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 7, PDF.
Yeah, I've got the PDF. I'm asking what page.
Okay, go on page 57. The page number is gonna be in small square on the right side.
Yeah, what's the page number you said?
57, 57.
57.
And then on the left is gonna say 39 chapter. This is what it's gonna say on the left. On the right is gonna say 57 in a small square. And you're gonna see in between a bracket, it will say 65 verse 4. And then it will say a girl before puberty.
Okay, let me see. It says, you said 763, narrated Sal ibn Sa'd.
Oh, hold on. Did you got the page on the right corner? It says 57 in the square.
I can show you my screen. 1 second.
Show me.
Because we like to have the evidence. We
Of
like
course
to have the
so.
evidence, guys.
Of course. I guess, James, I usually do this with my Arab people. So I go to their live or I watch YouTube, Arabic YouTube. Then I collect the information. I do not trust them. I go online and check their sources before I write them down or pass them to you guys.
Okay, let me just zoom in there because I forgot this one.
No, it actually should be Arabic and English. Go back to Google.
So, guys, you notice we are actually doing research, right? We actually
Go
checking.
up.
So I've got this.
Go up. Go. Show me up. Show me.
One second. One's easy, Tiger. Easy, Tiger. Here we
Up
go.
more. This is
This
the last one. No, did you put PDF with the search?
Yeah.
The first one. WordPress.
Okay, WordPress. Let's go to the WordPress.
Yeah, now we are talking.
Okay, so let me take you there.
So this one is gonna be Arabic English. So if they're gonna lie to you in English, no, you can show them the Arabic.
Okay,
So
so
go down.
okay, let me just go.
Yeah, this is the
I'm
book
just
we
gonna
are
click
talking
on
about.
this one. Let's see what page I come to.
Yeah.
So guys, notice what we're doing now. We are learning. I'm on 67. You said 50.
No, where did you? I saw 100 on the right.
100, sorry,
See
105. Yeah.
So I want 57.
69. Let's go to. Oh man, this is it. I actually have this. I have. This
I think you do.
Yeah.
I sent it to you before. You're probably the first one. Yeah,
Here
here.
we go. 57.
You see chapter 39 on the left?
That's it there.
You see
So-
the bracket that says 65.4?
That's right.
Go ahead, brother. All yours.
Okay, let's read it and see what it says, guys. By virtue, let me just I can highlight it there so you guys can see it. Let me zoom in on it. So I want you guys to notice what we're reading, man. Notice what we're reading. And again, Muslims, notice what we're doing. We are reading your sources, right? Hang on a sec. What is that? What is happening? What is happening? Trying to fix that. There we go. Okay, so now you got evidence. By virtue of the statement of Allah, and for those who have no monthly courses, that is, they are still immature, 65.4. The iddah for the girl before puberty is 3 months in the above verse. And then narrated Aisha that the Prophet wrote the marriage contract with her when she was 6 and consummated when she was 9. And then he remained with her for 9 years till she was 18. But you look at the heading, it says giving one's young children in marriage.
Of course. I have evidence that Muhammad, he actually consummated the marriage when she was 6.
Yeah.
You heard that before?
I have that somewhere as well. And I was thinking,
Yeah. I think I sent it to you maybe.
Could be. So
Yeah.
page, let me just write page.
Page 57. It says chapter 39. And actually I have, there is a lot of things. I've been learning a lot. I've been learning a lot too.
And that's the important things that Muslims see, that we're not just saying things, we're actually trying our best to present it honestly without. So let's just see. I've got a Muslim, I think, requesting. Let me see. I said, oh, didn't come up. Muhammad, where are you? I said okay to you. Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry, not Muhammad. Mu'iruddin. Mo. Are you a Muslim, sir?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okie dokie. So the topic today is who wants to be a Muslim. My topic is mostly for information. I'm trying to teach people, help people, choose Islam. But so far, the questions that we've been asking haven't really been positive towards being a Muslim. So I'll ask you, my man, and please, just explain it to me. Do you know verse 434?
No, I don't have a Quran, but you could tell me.
Okay, so 434 teaches you that you can strike your wife. Have you heard that before? Okay, is that allowed in Islam?
Okay, when you mean like strike your wife, or are you also quoting the Bible where it says to cut your wife's arms and limbs off? Is that?
No, I haven't quoted that yet, but first we can get back to that. So what we'll do first is, because the topic is who wants to be a Muslim, not who wants to deflect and run to the Bible.
No, I'm just saying.
I know you're just saying. I'm also just saying. I'm saying now, so far, in
the Bible
Islam,
says to chop your wife's arms and limbs off.
I know,
which is fine.
you said it. You want to say it one more time? Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah, the Bible says to cut your wife's arms and limbs off, so that's fine,
Okay,
bro.
so that's why you see all
striking
these
your
women,
wife and cutting your wife's arms and limbs
that's why you
off,
see all these women walking in the streets with no arms, correct?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the Christians don't follow the Bible. The Bible
Mashallah,
tells them
beautiful.
to cut
So
the
now
wife's
when we
arms
go
off.
to the
And
Quran,
sorry, one
and
more
the
second,
Quran
brother.
teaches, when we go to the Quran,
Okay, sorry, but one more second. We'll go to this question. One more second.
I said no.
Like the Bible says in Hosea to
you're
rip
not
the
listening.
pregnant
You're
woman's
not listening.
stomach
I gave
open
you a chance
and
to be
smash the
smart.
baby's head against the
I
rocks.
gave you a
That's
chance
fine.
to be smart, but again, as you can tell, you're not smart and Muslim at the same time. You have to choose
Brother,
one
I'm
of
just
one of them.
no. I'm just saying.
So now, according to you, they bash babies on the walls.
Yes,
Beautiful.
rip
They
the
chop
pregnant
off
woman's
the
stomach
arms of the
open
woman.
and smash the baby's head
So
against the rocks. Book of
beautiful,
Hosea.
beautiful.
That's fine,
Okay,
brother. That's fine.
beautiful. We're
Alhamdulillah.
done with that now. You happy?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Jesus,
So
praise the Lord.
according to the
Hallelujah.
Quran, beautiful. And the
Smash the
zut
baby's head against
behind the
rocks.
Muslims.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. As long as you zutted, you're good. You sound
Rip
as
the
if you
pregnant
are.
woman's stomach open.
It's okay. It's okay.
Praise the Lord. So much
It's
love.
okay.
Too much love,
My
brother.
man, what is wrong?
Brother, it's too much love.
Sound very hurt. It's okay.
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna
It's
have
okay.
to mute you because I'm the I'm the person that's running the show here. I'm Regis right now.
I understand, brother, but I'm just asking, do you have a
One
problem?
second, sir. Please don't come off mic, man. We're trying to give you an opportunity to speak up here, bro. You keep coming on off mic. Please don't press the mic button until we ask you to speak, brother. All right, so listen, we're playing Who Wants to Be a Muslim, bro. Which one of these is in Islam is haram? We want to answer you to answer a question. A, 434, being the wife. B, having right-hand possession, so sex slavery. C, 65-4, sleeping with little prepubescent girls or before they menstruated. Or D, eating pork. You can phone a friend. You can ask the audience for some help. And then what's the third one? I can't remember.
50-50.
Oh, and then there's 50-50. So you get two answers will go down, and then you'll just ask
okay. Just let me just quickly explain.
Please, yeah, you can speak now, brother.
I just want to know why you
for the
bunch
sake
of
of Allah,
hypocrites.
brother. For the sake of Allah, just please follow the rules and answer. the question.
Okay. I would say Hosea ripped the pregnant woman's stomach open and smashed the baby against the wall. That's the best one.
Can you just say
Jesus said it though, by the way.
And I just want to understand.
And I just want to know if the baby
is
smashed the
my
head
brother,
doesn't
my
die,
brother,
just
please,
stamp on his
just
head.
take it easy. Take it easy. Is
Brother, that's-
Hosea is the verses, the Quran? I mean, the Bible that you're reading, the verses you're reading, are they? Is the
Jesus
book-
said it, please, brother.
is
Please
the
don't
book-
disrespect Jesus.
Okay,
Love
when
Jesus.
Jesus said it, do you believe
Yes,
everything
Jesus.
Jesus said?
Yes, Jesus said to rip the pregnant stomach open and smash the baby head against the rock. That's
Okay.
Jesus
My-
saying in
my man,
Hosea.
I need you to do
I
me a
just
favor.
wanted to
right?
know,
I
do
need
you
to
accept
do me a
that?
favor. When the Zut was writing Muhammad, he probably needed pads. Go buy some pads for him so he can put it inside his trousers so he can sit comfortably. Because apparently he couldn't even ride his donkey afterwards or his camel. But thanks for coming, man. Welcome to come back. I gave you a chance. I tried to show people that you are smart, but you've proven to everyone why they should become a Muslim, because this is how you behave when you become a Muslim. Well done, brother. Nice one. Now,
All right. Do we have any other Muslims in the audience that would like to come up and be a contestant and actually try to play? I gave him multiple choice. He did not. He did not want to go to Jannah, I guess. Man, he did not want to be a Muslim. Right? See, Muslims, man, they can't be good Muslims because to interpret the Quran, you have to be a Christian. You need the Holy Spirit, right, to interpret the Quran. That's why we know that the multiple choice questions we have on this, and we can easily answer it. Christians can easily answer this. I don't understand why Muslims can't. So it's just sad.
and again, notice he could have come up, explained the verses, and done dawah. But what he did was, and I said, in fact, Islam says it, silence is consent. So because he's silent about these verses, he's consenting to them. He's saying that this is okay. Now, we can always address the topics that he brought up, but they're so out there and they're so out of context. We are asking for the context. Had he come up and said, let's do this, show me this verse in the Bible, and what is the context regarding this? We would have gone and said, well, listen, the bashing of the babies, did it actually happen? Or was this a vision? Was this a dream? Was this what the Jews wanted to happen because of the way things were at the time, yada, yada? But because Muslims are, again, products of inbreeding, these guys are, low-level, low IQ people. We need to, sometimes let them get it off their chest. When they're done, say, okay, let's get back to the topic. But he couldn't defend his book so far. And again, if he's not defending it, he's accepting it. So 434, not a problem. 424, slavery, not a problem. 434 was the striking of the wife, not a problem. 65 for penetrating children, not a problem.